Thinking about getting a generator? Well, then you're going to want to watch this video because we're going to unbox and set up a generator right now. So we finally got the generator for the house. It's a iPower SUA12000E. It's a 9,000 watt generator that can surge up to 12,000 watts when you're starting things. But we're going to take this thing apart, put it together, and see how this thing runs. Let's get to it. So about the hardest thing putting this generator together was just getting all the wrapping material off of it. Luckily, the directions are right at the very top once you open it. So if you want to take them and read them before you go any further, it makes it pretty easy. I didn't want to do that, so I just finished cutting it out. When I opened the side, I found that there were a couple tires that were inside of it. And then I also found a box with just hardware for basically putting the tire on in the front bracket, as well as a quart of oil, which was about half a quart less than what I actually needed. So I'll talk about it later on, but you need about a quart and a half. So I just basically got it on the ground, got the rest of the wrapping off. Well, when I finished that, I did a walk around. There's quite a few different spots for 120 or 240s. Everything was pretty clean. Pretty simple device, nothing big. So I decided to go read the directions before I went any further. So, well, let's look at the manual. So opening up the manual, nothing really surprising that was in there. There was a yellow sheet that basically was a warning to make sure you adjust the vibration dampener. When I opened up the manual, it was actually in the manual to do that as well. So that's something you want to remember. I didn't find anything, so I went out and finished opening up the stuff. Undoing the box again, and nothing really in there. It was a bracket and the hardware that you'll need for putting the wheels on. Got this, it'll go in like that. You've got two washers. One will go like this. The other one will go like that. There is a hole where this will go in. So the other tire went on the exact same way. Even with fumbling around, it went really quick. I was a little apprehensive about actually lifting it up by myself, but it was really easy, no issue at all. And then it was just a matter of putting the pin in and moving on to the next step. Putting on the front support bracket was actually really easy. I just put it in front, lifted it up, and just kind of slid it right underneath. It set down, and then it was a matter of just putting the bolts through the hole. And what I did was hand tight all the nuts onto them. And once I had finished doing that, then I just tightened it up. The right side I was able to use a socket wrench, but there's a bracket on the left side that makes it so you can't get a socket wrench in there. So I just improvised. It's still pretty easy. It's just tighten up a nut and a bolt. The next thing you need to do is adjust that vibration dampener we were talking about earlier. When it comes, it's already attached all the way up, and basically you just got to loosen it up so that you have 3 millimeters spacing between that and the bracket. The oil reservoir is marked with a yellow strip that they're nice enough to actually even have what oil to put in on it. So that was easy. Again, I mentioned it earlier, only having a quart of oil when it needs a quart and a half could be difficult, but I had it, so it was just a matter of filling it up. Once the oil was in, it was time to fill her up with gas. Having 7 gallons of gas that went in there and using modern gas cans, this is the most time consuming part of the whole process. But it's just putting the gas in, and when I was done, put the cap in. It was pretty simple. Now it was time to get the battery in. I used the carrying handle to spin it around. It's pretty sturdy, and it folds right up when you're done. I checked the battery with the multimeter before I hooked it up. It came in right at 13. It's nice to have it fully charged and not have to worry about charging it. It was pretty simple. It's just like any other battery. You just attach the cable to the bolt and tighten it up. Before I started it, I needed to turn the fuel on, which was just a matter of turning the fuel lever to the on position. After that, I hit the choke by moving the yellow lever all the way to the left. Then it was just hitting the push button, and it fired right up. If the battery's not working, or you don't have one installed, you can also use the pull start that's located on the generator. So, this has been the opening of our new SUA12000E iPower generator. Went really smooth, really easy. Took it right out of the box, attached the wheels, attached the front bracket. Only took a couple minutes. Put some oil in it. One of the things about the oil is it only came with 1 quart, but it actually takes 1.5 quarts. I would have liked to have seen them have all the oil you needed in it, but not a big deal. I had oil. Filled it up, took 7 gallons of gasoline, which is I kind of like. I can go a little bit longer, especially at night, without having to worry about getting up and filling it up. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. We'll be doing another video later on when we tie it into the house. We'll be rewiring our house to tie in our off-grid system, our grid system, and then our generator backup. And we'll do another video on that later on. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, leave some comments, and as always, make sure you subscribe. This is Todd Andrew from Sniping Rhino Ranch. Have a great day.